Okay. Hope you had a good tea time. So I'm here to explain what's the linking of the heart. So it's important, even though for only 15 minutes, please pay attention and listen to this. So to understand the linking of hearts, let's take Sarah's case. So we work on the case study. So she is 22 years old and a college student. Her friends accidentally left her, forgot about her when they organized a social event, forgot to tell her, inform her. So that thing happened, she really triggered in her conflict sector. Okay? So what would happen? So let's link her heart circle together. The conflict happens when triggered. She really felt lonely, alone, rejected in her love sector. And this event seemed to tell her about her, you are so boring, you are not enough. So she felt all those in her truth sector. Those in control sector, she felt hopeless and stuck, what to do, feeling so hopeless. And also she becomes self-centered. She might be preoccupied with that event, why it happened, why they do this to me, and why am I so worthless? All those things she concentrated on that event, so her center become that event. And also the conflict, the center becomes like this, and the conflict have lead her to maybe unhealthy way to cope. Maybe she can withdraw from the other students and classmates, or maybe she can fight with friends. Why do you do to me this kind of thing? Why don't you inform me? Maybe she feel fight this way. So now everyone see how there's heart circle sections connected to each other, right? So any questions? Very clear, right? I hope you guys already got it during this time. It's very simple. So how the heart circle connects with the past? It's a little bit advanced because sometimes the heart issue is too big. It's very hard for us to handle, but just for information, the trigger when she was 22, the thing happened. The event happened when she was in a college, and she felt something in her heart circle, love section and truth section. Everything happened because in the age 5, she might be heard from father that say to her, I wish you be boy. I didn't want to have a girl, but you are a girl. I need a boy. I really wanted you to be a boy. So when she heard about that, she started to feel alone, rejected. She felt her identity is not really, she thinks damaged, right? So because of that, the event happened, her love sector is triggered. Truth sector is triggered. It's vice versa. It's controversial, like the trigger happened and the love sector is triggered, but there is something in heart circle. That's what she triggered. Do you understand what I mean? Already she has wounds from childhood, maybe from the attachment, maybe from someone care about her in the childhood. And she had the wound in her heart. That's why something happens to make the wound triggered. So sometimes we understand something happened because of her, because of that event, because of that. But actually, this is not what is depend on what is happening outside of us. It's always inside of us. It's like early wound that's being triggered.
Okay, Tsa Tsa, let me see if everybody understand about going to our past and linking our past to our present situation. Something trigger us, like that, like Sarah's case. Somebody says something very unkind to her, and that kind of trigger her. And then now we see that it's not just the present situation, but something happened in the past that made her to feel triggered at present. Yeah. Okay, so there's a link between the past and
so, yeah, right. Thank you so much. I hope everyone understands that, right? So I would like to introduce the kintsugi, the Japanese art. Before noon, already Sharon mentioned, Nimit also mentioned. It's a kind of art that repairing broken pottery by mending them with lacquer, using lacquer in many, maybe gold dust, silver or platinum, and make them join together, become, the cup bag or waist bag. So why here we're talking about this is we are really broken and scattered and when we was child, really we didn't choose to be wounded. It happens through the relationship because we live in relationship, right? So the kintsugi art make all the broken things with beautiful gold and silver in platinum scars. So like this, I would like to remind Isaiah 60 that God repairs the broken. He gathered back the scattered on people, and he used the darkness to bring them some lights, and all the enemies of his people bring them gold, silver, copper, everything. So God is also, he's the potter. As in Jeremiah 18, he can use us, even we are broken. He can bring us in holy and full. So what does it say to you, say about you? Please reflect on it. And next session, we will talk about it more. So what should we do to be mended? What you thinking? What you guys thinking? What should we do to be mended? Anyone? Any idea?
Anybody want to share?
What does it mean to be whole? So I go back. I go back here, the broken pieces. If you couldn't bring the broken part, it cannot be whole. So what I'm trying to say is it is okay to be broken. It's okay to be not okay. So we need to bring all broken parts to God's hand and bring into light. Let God mend our broken heart. That's the main message from this sharing. So sometimes we really don't like our weaknesses. We try to make it better. We just hide our true self and become some false self to please others, everybody, to accepted by others. So we make someone else than God created us. So wholeness means, if everyone remember, Dr. John Warlow mentioned in the very first session, wholeness means when we embrace our brokenness alone. So what is our brokenness? What's our wound in our heart, deep inside us? We need to be very genuine. We need to be true to ourselves, true to God. We need to admit that we are broken, we are weak, we are sinful. As Ephesians 1 verse 23, we remember that Jesus, who is the fills all things everywhere with himself. God already gave his son to fill everything in us. More than gold, more than silver, more than platinum. Right? What a wonderful God we have. What a wonderful God Father care about our weakness, our wounds. So I would like to invite everyone to be whole. Bring your brokenness today. So next session activity will lead you everyone to this. And Jenny will take over from here for you guys to help you, everyone to bring your brokenness. So I would like to share my testimony that I really been have to say, like a golden girl, you know. I study very well in school during the communist time, you know. I've been very proud of self. What I do is that all the weakness I hide inside, and I don't want to admit that. I just want to don't want to mention about my weaknesses. But when I've been very honest with God and genuinely say I'm so weak, then I understand God's love truly. Until then, I just try to please God, to be a very good Christian woman, Christian wife, Christian mother. But until I bring my all broken parts to God, I never would know how good is He. Amen?
Amen.
And thank you so much. I had only 15 minutes to share that, so I have to finish it.
Wow. Thank you for the powerful teaching and for the powerful testimony. I didn't know you studied during the communist time.
Communist, yes. I
Oh
study
my
Russian
goodness.
language. Yes.
Wow. That is wow. We are so different and so similar at the same time. So
Yes.
amazing. Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Thank you. And I think what a wonderful way to